Right, now I'd like to ask Jane Thomsen to come forward to receive the inscription certificate for the Presbyterian Church of New Zealand Deaconess Collection, nominated by the Presbyterian Research Centre in Dunedin. This inscription shines a light on a group of New Zealand women who over 75 years served many of New Zealand's poor and vulnerable, yet to this day their stories are largely untold. Because the church was the centre of everyday life in the early 20th century, this collection is a rich and unique source of information about the rise of social services, gender inequality, and the role of women outside the homes in the 1900s. So.
In the first half of the 20th century, there were few roles for women outside the home. More than 150 young Presbyterian women with a call for service within the church trained for ministry in parallel with their male counterparts, following in many cases the same curriculum, held to the same standards, graduating as deaconesses, not to be in church leadership, but to serve as helpers, especially in the work with the poor and the disadvantaged. In the earliest days, they worked with the poor and orphaned in Dunedin, eventually evolving into Presbyterian support services. Later, running the Maori missions in the east coast of the North Island, and becoming involved in overseas mission, China, India, Vanuatu. As well as theological, their training included social services and practical nursing, so one could argue that they were better educated than the ministers that they were only able to become in 1965. To quote historian Margaret Tennant, "The movement has rightly been characterised as an attempt to incorporate talented women within the churches in a structured way that assisted but did not challenge male authority." So it's wonderful that the stories of these often underappreciated and unsung women are being recognised as an important part of Memory of the World New Zealand. Now we've got two for the price of one. I have a representative of a family member of a deaconess that's just going to say a few words to give it some personal minutes.
Tēnā koutou katoa, ko Ngāti Pākehā te iwi, ko Timaru te hau kainga, ko Marcus Harvey tōku ingoa. Thank you for this opportunity today to talk about my aunt, the Reverend Dorothy Harvey. She was inspiring, she was feisty, she was committed to service, she was fun, she was Presbyterian in all of that entails, progressive, intelligent. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today due to ill health. She has dementia now, otherwise she would love to have been here. She grew up in Timaru in the heyday of Bible class. She attended St Paul's Presbyterian Church, which has since been demolished because of the earthquake. She belonged to the Girls' Brigade. She worked as a librarian, trained as a librarian for the Timaru Public Library before becoming a deaconess in the 1960s through the program in Dunedin. She worked at Anderson's Bay, supporting the minister Reverend Bill Best, doing youth work, visiting parishioners, taking evening services. She worked in hospital chaplaincy. She worked at the Dunedin Teachers College Library. Growing up, she went to Papua New Guinea to serve there. She went to Singapore. She went to Geneva. As a small boy, having a family member travelling the world, she was an inspiration, and one of the reasons I'm a librarian today is because of her. She was ordained as a minister later on whilst on leave. She worked, as I said, in Geneva. She fell foul of the Soviet authorities and was taken to one side on a tour, as I remember being recalled, to explain her presence. I'm sure that would have been fun for all concerned. She was definitely no wallflower. She was definitely no one's girl Friday. And for that, I'm incredibly proud to be here as a family member to have that chance to talk about her time as a deaconess. Lastly, she served at St Andrews on the Terrace. She worked for the World Council of Churches, the Council for Mission, and then finally at St Anselm's Union Parish in South Karori. A life well led. Thank you very much.